Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Tuesday weather update. We are monitoring this big low out in the Tasman Sea. It's got more thunderstorms and heavy downpours coming in for the North Island and even the upper South Island. And then that low in the next couple of days is going to deliver some very heavy rain, we think, to the northeastern side of the North Island, Gisborne and Hawke's Bay, for example. We're also tracking a little bit of rain coming in for the South Island, not much, but a bit of a southerly flow later this week. Here on the animated map, you can see the low pressure zone out in the Tasman Sea, still spinning away, and we've got some big downpours in this line just here coming in. So we're going to talk about that in a moment for New Zealand, because more thunderstorm risks and localised flooding as a result of that. We've got a cold front moving in towards Adelaide and Melbourne, and up over here, Severe Cyclone Charlotte, which is likely to remain out at sea. Now, we've got a bit of heat coming in for Aussie tonight. This is the 8 o'clock this evening temperature map, and it shows these areas in red, 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. So pretty hot weather going on around parts of Australia. But to be honest with you, the focus is on New Zealand in this video. This is the latest animated wind map, and it shows the low pressure zone here out at sea, quite big, same size as the North Island, driving in this humid, muggy at times, northeasterly. Made for foggy weather though this morning around parts of Hawke's Bay, as the windier stuff out at sea, so calmer inland, just made for some fog. Very warm weather too. Overnight lows 17s, 18s, 19s, even 20. But this line of thunderstorms, well worth keeping an eye on today. This is the latest rain radar, which we took around about 9:30 this morning. So you can see this live, weatherwatch.co.nz or ruralweather.co.nz. You can track the rain radar live. This is the area we're monitoring today, because not only is it coming into the upper South Island and could bring thunderstorms and localised slips and flooding, but it's also moving in towards the North Island. Now, it could break up apart as it does that, but this is one to keep an eye on as we go across Tuesday. And we've also got isolated downpours that are just going to bubble up around the North Island and upper South Island today as well. It's still got that instability. Now, for the next couple of days ahead, this is from Tuesday evening, so 7 o'clock tonight through to Thursday, 7 p.m. You'll notice the heaviest rain actually builds up and accumulates over here. So we've got those downpours coming through. They'll be a bit hit and miss as to who gets a big downpour. Won't be as widespread as it was yesterday. But the rain might be more widespread in the days ahead over here, where the totals could exceed 150 millimetres, maybe even getting closer to 200. So this is one to keep an eye on. We're not yet finished with it. And I'm sorry to say, down here in Southland, where the rain is really needed, just a few showers, nothing too significant just yet on the horizon. So let's take a look at the rainfall. Here we are for Wednesday. As we said yesterday, the low is splitting apart. So the Tasman one falls apart and this new one kind of forms up here. The rain gets more enhanced, heavier falls. The purple and blue colouring that you can see in the middle here, 100 to 150 millimetres falling in just 24 hours. The blues and the greens you see elsewhere at the bottom of the scale. So the heaviest rain is in this zone here, surrounded by the red, and that means places like Eastern Bay of Plenty, Gisborne, have the highest risks for rain there. Now look what happens on Thursday. That new low kind of consolidates into one place, and now it does deepen into a stormier system, but it is sort of more further away offshore. So it's a little bit of one step forward, one step backwards, but at this stage it looks as though that heavy rain continues on around here. Depending on the centre of that low, if it drifts a little bit further southwards, heavy rain spreads further down into the North Island. If it remains there, then it's only just clipping that northeastern corner. So one to watch. And the rainfall totals we've got at ruralweather.co.nz, and Weatherwatch will help you out as to how much you're likely to see. Now, as we get to the end of the week on Friday, that low pretty much done its dash here in New Zealand, and now it's starting to drift away. It brings in a warm nor'easter for the Chatham Islands, but a cooler southerly change into the North Island with just a few showers along that eastern coastline, whereas rain is returning over here to Australia's eastern coastline. As we head into the weekend, the low slowly chugging away from New Zealand. The winds in the Chathams won't be too strong. There'll be easterlies with a few showers. Showers continue along the eastern side here. And there's generally a southerly flow, so that's why we're seeing a few showers for Southland, mostly just coastal ones, nothing too significant in there. And then our final map for Sunday shows the low still bringing in a bit of wet weather for the Chathams, southeasterlies and showers. A few showers remain along the eastern side of New Zealand, otherwise pretty dry, because here's the next high rolling in. And I'm sorry to say, Southland, not yet. No sign of any big rain on the horizon. And over here, the remnants of what was Severe Cyclone Charlotte, now starting to drift in, bringing some wet weather to Perth. So there we go. It's a bit of a dramatic week in New Zealand, but it does start to calm back down again. And the southerly flow coming back in, probably overdue, because the temperatures across New Zealand right now are well above normal, especially in the North Island. That's all from me. We'll see you on Wednesday with our next update.